everyone, this is Kat and welcome back to the bookish side of me. So we're gonna do this video a little bit different. I'm not in my normal setup. You can hear the noise from the background because there are a lot of cars passing through and tricycle and motorcycles. So I am so sorry for that, but we're gonna do this. So anyway, for today's video, this is going to be very special for me. The day that I am filming this, I have turned 1 year in BookTube. Today is March 12th and this is the day that I posted my first ever BookTube video. I'm gonna put the link on the description box. So what I'm gonna do right now is I asked you guys on Instagram and Twitter if you want to send me questions that I will answer on my BookTube anniversary, and that's what we're gonna do for today. And since it's almost lunchtime, so I thought why not do another mukbang and just have fun and just be natural. If you see me sweating, I'm sorry, it's so freaking hot right now. But yeah, we're gonna do this. So what I'm gonna eat right now is from Jollibee. This is not a sponsored video, but Jollibee, if you want to, you are very welcome. And this one is the super meal. I got my favorites from Jollibee except for the chicken joy, but I got fries, spaghetti, and regular yum burger. So I'm just going to answer the questions while I'm eating this lunch. I'm gonna start with the questions that I got from Bookstagram. Alright, so the first question that I have is one of the most frequently asked questions on Instagram and on Twitter, and that is any advice for people who are considering in joining BookTube or starting a channel. No matter how cliche this will sound, just create a channel, make a name for yourself. You can use your username on Instagram, or if you've been blogging, just film a video, edit it in the way that you are most comfortable in, and just don't get pressured right away. And yeah, just promote yourself. That's the best advice that I'd like to give you. I started plugging myself. I started promoting myself. I will never be ashamed of doing that. I think it's part of being in BookTube to never be afraid or never be ashamed in, posting your video on Twitter or posting your video on Bookstagram. I like Jollibee spaghetti always because it has like that Pinoy taste. Alright, this is also one of the most frequently asked questions. What's a thing about BookTube that you love the most? What I really loved about BookTube is the community and the warmth and the comfort that the people in this community gave me or continuously giving me. So that's a thing that I'm just really so grateful for. And that's maybe why I feel at home and why I feel really comfortable sharing my thoughts and my opinions with you. I'm just really so grateful with the community. That's all I would like to say to everyone that I've met in 2020 because of BookTube and Bookstagram and all my book clubs. I love you guys. Next question that I have in here. Anong oras ka nagsushoot or nagre-record for video? Or in English, what time or when do I shoot my videos? My best time to shoot a video like without noise and any interruptions is during nighttime, like probably 9 to 12 p.m. But then because of work and because of how tired I get every time, I really try my best to film a little bit early. There are like very rare times that I filmed during the daytime because of how noisy our neighborhood is. I'm sorry, there are people who actually sent questions about books, but I prefer not to answer them because I thought I'd like to focus more on BookTube. So probably I'm gonna answer that in a different video. Alright, so here's an interesting question from Polly. I don't know if someone asked it in Book Twitter, but I'm gonna check later. She asked, how did BookTube affect your reading experience since joining the community? I am just gonna say that I am not the person that I was last year, and it is because of BookTube and the community. I think it was yesterday when I told it to Trish and Gerald that 2020 really redefined reading for me. Before, I only read for pleasure and for entertainment, but 2020 really was so different, and also it gave me another perspective. BookTube community really helped me with honing or creating a person that I am today, a reader that I am right now. A lot of things have really changed in me because of books. of reading, of booktube, of book community in general, and I'm just so thankful for it. Even though I had a lot of things to unlearn and relearn and learn in 2020 or in the past year, I know that I still have a lot to discover in the coming years, and I'm just really so excited about it. So yeah. Alright, there's a question here from Kim. She said, Ate, sa isang taon mo naka-experience ka na ba ng toxic na booktuber? So in English, the question is like, have I experienced or have I encountered any toxic booktubers? And to be honest, I'm gonna bite my Yum Burger first. When I started BookTube, you have this mindset that's going to be all positive, but then you will realize that every community or every organization or every group of people, a society, it will come to a point that you will get or you will encounter people that you don't have the same opinions with and you don't have the same preference with. It's not because they're toxic, but it's just that because you don't align with one another, like you don't believe the same beliefs that they have. I don't think that I've encountered someone who's like very toxic or problematic, especially in the BookTube Philippines. It's just that there are like differences when it comes to like preferences and perspectives in different things. That's why probably I decided in the later part of 2020 to not engage with them anymore. It's not because I don't like them per se. I just don't want to be pretentious and fake it. I just chose just to stay away and, you know, just cut off. I don't think that's bad. I think we have to normalize cutting off people in our lives if they are not good for your mental health or if you're not comfortable. It's just me trying to create a safe space for myself online. Next question is, most interesting comment you ever received? Most interesting comment I've ever received? I'm thinking. Alright, so to be honest, I can't think of one single comment that is like I consider the most interesting, because I receive a lot of comments on my videos that are very interesting and very fun to read. But probably one comment that I would never ever forget was when Gabby of Gabby Reads commented on my video. But I think there are a lot more interesting comments, but I can't forget that one. Okay, next question is, who are your top 3 local international booktubers? Top 3 local booktubers, Gerald, Trish, and who I watch the most in BookTube Philippines. I mean, I watch a lot. I just love watching BookTube Philippines. But the top 2 that really come to my mind right now is Gerald and Trish. They're like my go-to videos. I rewatch their videos all the single time, especially if they don't upload recent ones. Especially Trish. Yes, Trish, I'm talking to you. I watch their videos all the time, but I watch a lot of booktubers in the Philippines like Ina the Mood Reader, Moonlight's Cross, Yorty the Gate, of course. Seriously, a lot of them. And then top 3 international booktubers. Oh my god, first 3 that comes to my mind, Books and Lala, Paperback Dreams, and Read with Cindy. And then let's make it 4. Gabby Reads. Alright, now we're moving on to Book Twitter, and I have here a lot of questions as well. Alright, I have a question here. What's my favorite book that I read because of BookTube? There's a lot, to be honest. There's a lot of books that I've read because of BookTube. One is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Before I joined BookTube, I watched Hannah of Clockwork Reads or Reader, I think. And 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is one of her favorite books of all time, and because of her, I've read that in 2018 and I really loved it. So that's one book. Alright, a few questions from Pam. Pam also has a BookTube and she just started this year, I think. Go check her out. She said in here, how do you avoid or deal with creator burnout? And I'm going to be honest, I'm not like in the best mental state. I have burnouts and breakdowns every now and then, so I don't really push through with creating content or even reading. I just take my break. Like I take 2-week break or even a month. But there are a few times that I could push it through. Like I do my best to be more enthusiastic. I watch more videos from my favorite booktubers, or sometimes I rewatch my old videos. It's either I take a break or I just push through with it. So it really depends on the situation, and I think it really depends on you as well as a person. So yeah. I know that this question will come How does BookTube affected my buying habits? To be honest, I've hoarded so much in 2020. I know that I still buy books, but I think I toned it down a little bit. So I'm kind of grateful that I have self-awareness right now. Again, I don't think that I have wasted money on books because for me, books are always an investment. I love learning and I love reading, so I don't feel that way. So basically, I tend to buy books just because I saw it from the community. Okay, I have here a couple of questions from Reg, who is INFP Bookworm on BookTube. Go check her out. Also one of the best quality content BookTube videos in the Philippines. I love her video so much, but she's like on hiatus right now. But she has a couple of questions for me. First one is, what made you start BookTube? In 2019, I've been wanting to create a BookTube channel, and in the start of 2020, I found the BookTube community in the Philippines, and that made me start my own BookTube channel. Next is, was there ever a time that you wanted to quit? And to be honest, yes. I think it was the time when there was a big issue of the book community in general being very Western-centric. Like, that was around November or December when I just wanted to quit BookTube, and I was telling Trish and Gerald na I'm really feeling down and I'm so disappointed with a lot of bookish content creators who don't give a damn with what's happening in the Philippines. And it was really a hard time for me. It was a tough time. I don't want to create content and I don't see the point of creating content because of that. And I pushed through with it because of my friends as well. Basically, the only problems that matter during that time was when it's happening in the US. If it's happening in the global south, no one gives a damn. So continuing with Reg questions. Third one that she asked, what do you want to see happen in our local BookTube community? What I just want to see in our community is for us to thrive. Like, we have so much potential, but we were not given enough opportunities either here in the Philippines or abroad. I just want to see everyone thrive in this community. I want us to get our recognition. We all want to get paid, you know, in doing whatever we do in the community. Either you're book blogging or bookstagramming or doing BookTube. We'd like to get paid. We don't do everything for free. Alright, I'm gonna answer this one from Sai. Share your best and worst experience since you joined BookTube. I think best experience, I've explained it earlier, the community itself. This is one of the best experiences that I've ever had in my entire life. I love this community so much, especially my circle of friends. I just love their support and motivation every single time. And I appreciate them a lot and I owe them a lot. And the worst experience, I think, would be definitely that was when an anonymous account on BookTwitter was bashing a lot of Filipino booktubers. This one experience was one of the worst because it was just so petty. It was just so lame. I can't believe that there's someone who'd actually do that in the Philippines. And in the community, I mean in the Philippines, I don't get it. The local BookTube community is not that huge. It has a fair amount of subscribers and viewers and interactions and engagements, but it's not that big. But when someone just made an anonymous account to hate on you, it felt like you've made it. And I don't know if that's the worst experience. Even though I laughed that one right now, and even though I laughed it during that day, that particular moment also take a toll on my mental health. And it continuously happened when I receive a lot of dislikes on my videos. I feel like there's something wrong with myself because why do people hate me this much to actually dislike all my videos? So those are my answers, Sai. I hope you're happy with your question. Okay, Gerald, of course, one of my favorite people in this community. He asked, if you could go back in the past para magbigay ng isang advice sa past self mo na mag-umpisa pa lang mag-booktube, anong advice ang ibibigay mo sa kanya? Haha. So, if I could go back and tell myself in the past one advice, alright, that question's kind of making me tear up, but just gonna make this quick. Probably I'm just gonna say that just do your best and you'll get there. That's it. And even now, I'm still thinking na I'm going where God wants me to be, and I'm not that afraid anymore. Even if this YouTube account will just reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm just gonna be happy about it. So if you haven't subscribed to me yet, what are you doing? So probably I'm just gonna answer a couple of more questions and then I'm gonna end this video. Someone asked, what's the best video you have uploaded so far? I have a lot of favorite videos, to be honest. I am really proud to every video that I put out in BookTube. because I know that I really did my best when it comes to like the content and the editing itself. But if I'm going to choose one, that's really hard. I have an answer for you. I love all my videos, but I think my proudest video that I ever put out was the best books by Filipino authors of 2020. That one, I was really so scared when I planned that out, and then when I was filming it and editing it, I wasn't really thinking that it would get a lot of views because that list is very exclusive to Filipino readers and even to Tagalog readers. But then I was really surprised with the feedback, and I was really surprised with the number of views and people who are sharing it on Book Twitter and sharing it on Bookstagram. I was really so proud. It was one of my proudest moments. Like, I feel like I was doing something right with that video. So yeah, probably that's my best upload ever so far. It hasn't been beaten yet, but I love that video so much. I'm gonna link it down below in case you haven't seen that one yet. Another question also, like, how do I inspire myself in doing reading vlogs when I don't feel like doing it? I just don't do it. Like, for example, this week I was planning to do a reading vlog for BTS Readathon, but I don't feel like doing it, so I didn't do it. That's it. Okay, last question siguro to by Marty of It's Quitting Time. Where do you see your booktube channel from now on moving forward? I think I would just like to not just grow in numbers but also grow in quality. I want to develop myself more in becoming more of a content creator that I wanted to be. In 2021, I want this channel to be more informative and substantial and insightful for the viewers. So that's really the goal. But there will be, you know, a little bit of fun and entertainment every now and then. Of course, I'd like to get paid. I'd like to get paid in BookTube because the amount of time that I've been spending on creating my videos and editing it is not really minimal. If I ever get monetized, I am not even sure about that, but if I ever get monetized this year, that would be also one of my proudest moments because finally I'm getting monetized. Like, I'm getting my coins, you know. So yeah, thank you so much for your questions. That's it, we're done. Alright, that's it for this video. I'm so done. I'm so sweaty as well, and I haven't finished my Jollibee super meal yet. Thank you so much for your support with my booktube for a year. So I think I'm gonna end my video in here because I have to edit this one so that I could upload it tomorrow. I hope that you are safe, you are healthy, you are happy, and the noise didn't bother you that much. And just remember, the world is yours for the reading. Bye, and see you on the next one.